Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewery out of, it says Nebo, North Carolina. I was expecting to see Morganton, but that's where they opened their new brewery. So this beer is called Lake James Lite Lager Beer. Just says, a fine lager beer brewed with local barley and heritage orange corn. So I guess this is their take on a craft light lager. It is 3.8% ABV as well. There we go. So as you can see, it pours a very, very lightly cloudy dark straw to light gold color. It's definitely darker than like the macro light lagers, but it's still pretty light. It had a white head, which was pretty carbonated and fizzed away pretty quickly. So the aroma, there is a little bit of a corn character to it. I would say it's pretty standard, like generic pale malt. Very, very light, earthy hop character. There's another smell that I'm getting that I get from like Newcastle Brown Ale, and I know I haven't had that in like forever, but just something in this that reminds me of like weird like caramel malts, but I don't think that's in this. So I'm getting that in the taste too. It's like it's almost like a sweet caramel corn character, because I get the corn taste, but I also get like this sweet caramel character. It's almost like very, very slightly buttery to me, almost like diacetyl, which I would not expect that from these guys. So I mean, that could just be my perception, but it's minimal, but I kind of pick up on that. The hop character is there enough to keep it from being like too sweet. It's providing a slight bitterness, but it's really not in the flavor. Yeah, I mean, it's really heavy corn forward. Doesn't have that like tinge of dirty sewage water or something that some of the craft lagers have, but it is a little sweeter than I would want, and a little bit too much corn. Like I would prefer if this was actually just more dulled down, even more than it already is. And I'll compare it to like the Burial Inner Tube, which is a competitor of theirs. You know, they're only like an hour away. They did some. It's the same thing. It's like a 3.5% lager, and the Burial one is just so much more flavorful than this one is. And I love Fauna Flora's lagers too, but I don't want to say this is a miss because it's not bad, but it's not. It's close. To me, it's too close to the actual macro lagers that I wouldn't want to buy it. Like the Burial one was really refreshing and great, and I'm sure any people who like those macro lagers would still like that. But to me, it was still unique enough where I would want to drink a ton of it. And it was actually also $1 cheaper per 6-pack than this was too. So Yeah, there's really not much to say about this. It's pretty one note and simple. It's not bad for what it is. I don't mind drinking it, and I'm not, mad that I bought the 6 pack. And I'll definitely drink the rest of this glass. So I think, based on what I've said, this falls right in the middle of the drink category. I wouldn't buy this again only because, it's not that flavorful. It's not that cheap to really be a substitute for that kind of stuff. Like, to me, this isn't any better than like Founder's Solid Gold, and that's like 80 cents a can, where this is like $1.50 a can. So just doing a price compare, like the inner tube from Burial, I think would be worth a couple extra bucks because I think it's really really well crafted, but this just isn't hitting what I want in this kind of beer. For me to buy it again. It's fine to drink. So like I said, I put this in the drink category. It's one of the few, if I can even call it that, misses from Fonta Flora. They don't miss in a sense where it's like, oh, this beer, I don't like it at all. I don't want to drink it. But it's one of the few misses in the sense that it's not like great, and I want to keep drinking as much as I can of it. So yeah, that's all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.